Oh, g'day, it's Poppy Dave. I just thought I'd talk a little bit more about stolons. I was talking in the previous video in regards to attaching a plant by their stolen. They're using the U-nail when I was talking about the plant I was showing you, the Gimpy fireworks. But I just thought I'd come back to that and just sort of explain what the rhizome is all about. So that's where the original mother was there, and it dried off and I twisted it out. So if you know anything about rhizomes that grow underneath the ground, so they're terrestrial plants, so where a plant will be there and it'll put a rhizome that grows underneath the soil and pops the new plant up, and then it'll grow, and then it'll put another rhizome along and another plant will pop up. And that's what you'll see happening with, say, mother-in-law's tongues, the Sansevieria, or Agapanthus and plants like that. But when it goes out in the air like this, because of their epiphytic, they're called stolen. So I really think if you can remember that, stolen's in the air, the rhizomes are underneath the ground, but they kind of got the similar habit. The other thing that's worth mentioning with these is they're also another adaptation that they use, as well as putting the next generation out further away from the plant, and their ability to be able to march along the branch or march up the tree and multiply that way, which starts to put a nice show on, is that also sometimes, even though they're epiphytic, they'll also grow in the ground as well. So sometimes you'll come into a forest and they'll be up in the tree, and there'll be some growing on the ground. But where these plants grow in areas that are rocky and stony, they are classed as saxicolous. So that means they grow amongst the rocks. So if you can imagine that the mother plant is over here like that, and there's a rock there, and then it puts its stolen over, a bit like the ribbon plants. Then when this touches the ground here, these little cat claw roots will change and then put the roots down into the soil. So therefore, the mother's drawing nutrient on this side of the rock in that patch of dirt, and then the new plant is reaching over here, put its roots down into this new patch of dirt on the other side of the rock, away from its mother. So that's the bit of an explanation on stolen. So you've got stolen, so therefore they're stoloniferous, and then you've got rhizomes in the ones underground, so therefore they're rhinominous. So I just thought I'd give a bit of a distinction between those two, because they're similar but a little bit different.